Welcome to this week's video. We have a few different things that we're going to do this week. First, I take the children out fishing.
We got baby chicks.
And then after that, we're checking on our fish in our own home pond. Well, first up, I'm taking some of the family fishing. Not everybody wanted to go, so I said, hey, those who want to go, let's get it together, go out and give it a try. A few weeks back, maybe a month now, I'm not sure, we made a video hiking through the swamp. Anyway, there's a couple of spots in that place that we'd like to go to, so that's what we're doing today. If you didn't see that video, you might want to check it out, but anyway, we're going back to that same place and we're going to do some fishing in there. Boy, that is one mammoth poison ivy vine right there. Wow. That thing is like 6 or 8 inches in diameter. That's huge. It's like some crazy animals in the woods right behind me. Making that noise. Sounds like a bunch of them. Almost sound like ducks. You think them are ducks? Those are frogs. That's what those are. Those are frogs. Spring peepers. But they are super loud back in here because there are thousands of them. I doubt that the camera does it justice to hear how loud these are. But there are thousands of them. They're everywhere. I mean, it sounds crazy, but there are thousands of these little frogs, and that's what that noise is. If you never got to hear that before, now you did. So, yeah. It's their spring mating calls. They make noise, and they're trying to talk to each other and all that sort of thing. So anyway, yeah, that's all that is. Just some frogs. A little bit difficult to find. There are some beaver lodges back in here. That's a little beaver lodge out there. They're in here. There's not just a whole lot of them, but they're definitely here. There's a lot of sign of them, and there's a few lodges along through here as well. There's another one coming up here. There's another beaver lodge. But there's probably been about 20-25 casts, and guess what? I haven't done one of them. Why don't you get a swivel out? You know what a swivel is? No?
I do.
I'm the bait butler. I'm just here to rebait lines, fix stuff, and kicks and giggles.
I know what a lure is.
Well, I'm out of swivels. Just got the sad news that somebody didn't bring all the tackle. See that little crawdad looking thing? That's what we're gonna use now. We've got some stuff missing that got taken out of here. Swivels is one of them. So we'll see how this goes. Well, not sure if we're gonna catch much today anyways. We're just out here for funsies because it is 40 degrees and it's hard telling what's biting and what's not. Little girl fishing, so she wants a pink bobber. You ready to fish? You think you're gonna catch a big fish, honey?
Maybe. What?
Really?
We think she got a turtle. Really? Apparently they think she got a turtle.
A turtle?
We might end up catching
You caught a turtle over there? So have you seen on our website, we sell some handmade fishing lures. Anyway, this is how we got into it. It's expensive to keep losing lures. So we start making some, and it's not quite as much money to when you lose one. But yeah, if you're making them, that is.
Not a crawdaddy. What you doing?
What? You strumming the guitar?
Some pressure.
Oh man. Is he giving it all? He's just sitting in there?
Yeah.
Tight line.
Is
No,
it?
I'm
Ooh.
What?
It broke.
Aww.
Oh, bro.
It broke.
That would break that line.
Well, that broke that line, so yeah. Turtle one. We're pretty sure it's a turtle because if you'd let line out, it would take it and it would pull it tight, and it kept taking and taking and taking. So we're pretty sure there's something on there. We're thinking it's a turtle because turtle do that kind of thing. But anyway, looks like somebody else has a snag. I better go help with that.
Oh, that's all.
That's a popper. Do you know how to use that?
Nope.
You don't? All right, let me show you. You going in, he pops, and then you wait. And he pops, and you wait. He pops, and you wait. See that? Oh my goodness, you got stuck. All right, there we are. You don't get tangled anymore.
Not usually.
Well, that's nice. Gotta go over here and check on another one. The stream is right behind us, and I can walk maybe 60 feet up here to the lake. Anyways, 40 degrees Fahrenheit, not real warm. And so far nothing's biting. So far it's just the children throwing the lines out and hoping. Hey, you got some snacks there?
It's snack time.
Snack time. Well, we didn't really expect a lot of bites today because of the cool weather, but it is warming up, so we thought, hey, it's worth a chance. Maybe when I get out of the house. But we do like this spot pretty good because on this side right behind me, there's a stream, pretty wide stream. And then if we swing over this way, there's a lake. And it's not that far away, 60, 70 feet from each other. So it's pretty nice in that regard. So I think what we're gonna do is pack up here and we're gonna go do something else. Hey, back on the home place for checking out our little pond and feeding the fish that are in here, and still no floaters, so the fish that we put in are surviving. They're doing well. If you saw our previous video, I believe we put some fish in here, so I don't know, maybe it was the one before that. I'll put a link in anyways if you want to see that. It's 65 degrees right now Fahrenheit, so it's doing pretty good. It's definitely a lot warmer than it was. So here's our overflow for the pond. It comes out of this pipe, hits that rock there, and kind of spreads everywhere. Second pipe over here is a emergency overflow. And in the pond, that's this emergency overflow. The main one is underneath the water. So if you're not familiar with how that works, the pipe underneath, it's actually on the bottom of the pond, and the water fills the pipe and comes up, and then it goes over the other side and comes out. Or that's how it overflows out of the pond. But it actually takes the water from the bottom rather than the top. Yeah, this top one here is just an emergency overflow. And even if that flow was too much, we have a third one. There's these rocks right here. it could run right over the dam and off. Yeah, so it's really well accounted for if we would get like a lot of water, and that's never happened. We've never had tons and tons of water. Our spring used to run a lot more. They built a couple of houses around here, and other people have tapped into the groundwater, and now we get less than half of the water that we used to at one time. So at one time, you know, it made sense to have all kinds of extra overflow for the pond, but now there's pretty much no way that we're ever gonna see that kind of volume again. A day later, the post office had called us because our new baby chicks had arrived. We would need to go in and pick them up. I was not available, so my wife and oldest son would have to do it. First, they got a box ready and put it by the wood stove. New chicks like it hot, about 90 degrees. We'll be keeping them in here in the house just for their first week or two. We usually get our chicks toward the end of the summer, but last year that didn't work out. The hatchery was just so busy and had sold out, so we ordered early for this year.
Hi, so we arrived at the post office and we're gonna see if the chickens are here. What are you gonna do if they're closed for lunch?
I don't know.
An Amazon box.
Yeah, we won't worry too much about that.
Oh my goodness, they are so cute. Hi, little chickies. Aww.
So we picked up the chickens from the post office and we're heading home with them.
So, I wanted to tell you guys a little story about me and chickens. And you can read more about it in our book. But when Philip and I first moved out to the countryside, I was actually like pretty deathly afraid of chickens for some strange reason. And I really didn't want to get these chickens. I was just like, there's no way I could handle chickens. I'm not really sure why. I just kind of always had a fear of birds since I was younger. And I know like it sounds kind of silly now, like looking back on it, it's like there's just these cute little baby chicks and how in the world can I be afraid of them? But I had grown up, you know, surrounded by farms, but we never really had like our own little farm. Now we have like a little mini farm, but yeah. So I was afraid of chickens at one point, but there's more to the story in the book about me being afraid of chickens. Hi, we are back home now, and we are going to take our chickens in the house and get them settled in.
So we brought the chickens back home and we're over here in the kitchen. And you got a box over here by a wood stove. We got feed and water, heat lamp here. And we're going to dip their beak, chicken's beak, in the feed and then in the water, each one, and then we're going to set them here in the box.
I realize they're calmer after you set them down in the ball.
Here's all 18 chickens. You dip their beaks in the food and the water and then in the gel that comes from the hatchery.
Yeah, we don't normally keep chicks in the house, but we do have some cold evenings ahead, and so according to weather forecast, it's going to be some cold nights. So that's why we're starting them off in the house. So these chicks will become our layers. We ordered them early because last year we actually missed out because they sold out and didn't have any later in the summer. But our meat birds, we'll plan to order those later in the summer. We like to get them toward the end of July or August. Then whenever they need the heat, it's the hotter months. And of course, by the time the meat birds are ready to butcher, it's starting to cool off and we're getting into fall. So that's why we'll order our meat birds later, and we usually do our layers at the same time. Well, that's all we have for this week. This is the end of the video.
Thank you for watching, and God bless.
We'll see you on the next one. Yeah, why not? Hey.
That's chicken number 1, and then there's chicken number 2.
Actually, this is number 3 because of.
Cheap, cheap, cheap.
Cheap, 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 cheap.
Well, if you've enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We put out new videos every week, every Friday morning. And if you'd like to receive notifications when we do upload the next video, hit that notification bell. And check out our channel. We have several videos just like this one or very similar. We do various things including hiking, biking, boating, fishing, builds of various kinds, mostly outdoor activities. Some homesteading is thrown in there as well. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.